We all know that high-end pro athletes tend to make a lot of money. We know some of these athletes who get paid a lot also have had behavioral issues in the past, and we know that they tend to make a lot more than the working class does. My name is Derek Sprague, and I hope to enlighten you guys about the amount that these high-end pro athletes make and the evaluations we should consider on whether that's too much. I'm credible to speak on this topic because I've spent multiple hours researching this and I've got the sources to back these facts up. I'll be talking about three main things with you guys: the average amount that these high-end pro athletes tend to make, the comparison between teacher pay and their pay, and the behavioral issues that they have had, some of these athletes have had in the past. So the first thing I'll talk about is the average amount that these athletes make per year. According to a Runner's article named "What Sport Makes the Most Money," written in 2023, the company talked about the athletes who play a wide variety of sports, and I took the average of these sports and it came out to be about 3.5 million. According to the Street article named "What's the Difference Between Working Class and Middle Class" by Eric Reed on February 8th, 2023, he talked about the working class pay and how much they make annually, and that came out to be about 30 to 90,000. So that shows just how big of a gap there is between these guys' pay. So the second thing I'll be talking to you guys about is the comparison between teacher pay and the athlete's pay. As I mentioned earlier with the Runner's article, these athletes tend to make about 3.5 million per year. And I've found that teachers tend to make about 60,000 a year, and that's a pretty big gap. And according to a YouTube video taken from the Today Show named "Teacher Shortage, Educators Facing Low Wages, Lack of Support," made in 2019, they exclaimed that class sizes are growing and the actual teacher amount is starting to decrease. So that shows that teachers they're starting to go away from that career path, and I believe that's because of their pay, because not a lot of them make a lot. So I think if we take some of the pay that we're paying these athletes and give some of that to them, we might see more teachers in the future. And if we don't do that, then we might not have teachers to teach future generations of kids. So the third thing I'll be talking about is the behavioral issues that these athletes have had in the past. So we all know that even athletes have to follow the rules and the laws. And I'm going to share a specific example with you guys. So Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice, he assaulted his fiancée in the hotel and was indefinitely suspended and arrested and could not play in the NFL anymore. I believe that these things happen because some people can't handle the fame and making all this money. And I think if we start to pay these guys a little less, that they might start to be more responsible and might think things through more clearly. So the main things that I wanted to talk about in this speech were the average amount that these athletes make, the comparison between teacher pay and the athlete's pay, and the behavioral issues that they've had in the past. In short, I really just wanted to explain that, these athletes don't need like 30 million or something. Like, people are out there living off of 100,000 a year. I think we should decline that payment amount a little bit and start giving that to other career paths that could certainly use it. My name is Derek Sprague. I hope to enlighten you guys about the athletes' pay and whether we should start decreasing that a little bit. And thank you guys all for listening. Oh, here's this.